Yambra studio na yendi enkomo because I'm paying minia lawyer Godfred and nyako abekamensa menino edi enkomo. It looks like sisi and the yakwe say every week be and ebishi and edi enkomo because USA one more justice sector support activity one more no eho enkomo na yedi senior de entity Ghana for na obi anso so ehu ne role a was will play any responsibilities and rights our eba no ye mra eho ensensem senior yebebo ye nuanom a impo mra no ache wo mo no senior yebebo wo mo eho eban. Prophet, good morning.
Sammy, good morning. Nice to say.
You made kokomo kakra.
Ya sabe bio.
Ya beshia. Na yedin komo off air. Mema nkomo.
Eno de
na yedi abeshia mu e wo hanum say. Na for a year and say na your first time will be in the video no eto hanum say na ye share wo ha yebedi nkomo no. Justice sector support activity no. Anya bia na yede bade.
Sammy me das me chia wetie for nso. Last time was yedin komo bebre. Especially with case tracking system. You can't justice support activity. You hear justice support institutions, judicial service, Ghana Prison Service, Ghana Police Service, legal aid, any Attorney General and Ministry of Justice. Oma kamu wabo, the nyama biya tutukwem. Send you say, "Ufum, only mrani fuma." Send the law will take care of your rights. Now protect your right until say courts no able for an able. The only justice support program for some time now. Yatu ya gu kwem say yembo home by obi ehun the rights. So new mrano efuma sanity.
And this covers the process of a year being accused, and then
from the process of arrest, from the police station.
Okay.
Taking care of arrest, police station, mama bail, I'm local court, now court ama bail throughout the prosecution period. Ekwa kodisi ebe convicto. Your convicto cry the prison process so ka ho. To go through the processes because in fact last week me bail my client be. Although when you bail a man, but because of the bureaucracy involved, for almost 1 week, she's still in custody.
Wow.
Yes, because of the bureaucracy. It is na your person inter-agency communication. So agents will ma or the seer, it will be swiftly followed by the other agency. And your paperwork be very because court amount the bail, but the prison service paperwork to 1 week will go through the custody. So you can imagine. That's what we want to avoid for using this medium that we have available to us.
Interesting. So for entity because it's all education.
Yes.
When you say you hear cinema dia na o market so which you be also reading the rights at the manual. Cinema any who meaning say locally practices are there. But my rights and the same. At the point I am the police in Yabama one more so about my rights in the same. I know so was cinema sure without my lawyer menkasa.
Sami mamisha CMF constitution. Constitution says police are arrested. At the point of arrest, officer is also ready to you your basic rights, different basic civil rights and legal rights.
Okay.
First, the right to have a lawyer available before arbitral statement and BBR. The police should also inform you the reason for your arrest. In fact, someone inform you the reason for the arrest becomes an illegality at the point in time. Because maybe station for no reason whatsoever. So the police must inform you at the point of arrest the reason for the arrest.
Okay.
You can even demand for the complainant if I'm not making complaint for against you. Before the person even takes you to the station, the person reads to you your basic civil and legal rights, and then reads to you the reason for the arrest at the point in time. Or local station, so you have to demand for your lawyer. And not in our case tracking system, there are two say. At the point in time we need lawyer, the system should indicate to legal aid, say we need lawyer. So legal aid should provide the person with a lawyer. Which is very important. Because people have perception say lawyers are expensive. And normally the basic ordinary people, they don't have access to lawyers. In Ghana, legal aid to provide those services. And at that point in time, you have to demand for a lawyer. If you don't have a lawyer, the state should provide you with a lawyer. At the time you are even writing your statement, the police must inform you that it's not compulsory to write a statement. Because the statement will be used against you in court in case they decide to proceed to the next stage. At the point in time, the police must inform you of a basic right that it is not compulsory to write a statement. But if you write a statement, then you are agreeing in principle that it should be used against you if you incriminate yourself. Also, what is very important is that, sorry, if you are incriminating yourself, if you are admitting to the offense, at the point in time, there must be what we call an independent witness. So, oh, trust statement, no na bibinti offense of the abono, oh, apart from the officer who is taking your statement, and there must be what we call an independent witness who will confirm. So, at the time, I will accept it. Say, Bonino, why you know? It was out of your free will and volition. Nobody compelled you. In fact, we have instances where police beat up people to admit to offenses. And then Mrano Ashen quoting say, so be admit the offense. On a statement, there must be an independent witness. Some people have interpreted it as police work cannot be independent witness, but Supreme Court has said the mere fact will be a police officer doesn't mean the person cannot be an independent witness. But the person must be separate from the person who is taking the statement. This means I'm a investigating officer. I'm investigating case now. I cannot be the independent witness. There must be a third party who witnessed that at the time I may admit to the offense. I was of my own free will and I knew what I was doing, which are the basic rights of every individual at the point of arrest. So, police are arrested now within the 48 hours. Almost in prosecutor. They have to give you what we call police inquiry bill. There are certain things involved in inquiry bill. First, or the major requirement here, bail conditions or what they call surety. Depending on the offense they are born, and depending on your caliber, if you have a fixed place of abode, if you have a very good job, then the police will limit the number of sureties that they demand for, because there's someone ensuring say you present yourself at the time they need you for prosecution. Sometimes they may demand for one surety or two. Normally, you're a politician and now you're a professional where they can easily locate you. What you call self-recognizance bill. They can decide to give you bail without any demand for surety. But some demand for surety, and when the surety comes in, there's no requirement to pay any money. That's the mistake some people make. Because for a mistake, say the mere fact say bill say so chase capital. But what happens is that they put on the tables an amount, what we call a bail sum. Say, oh sure it's not signing bail money per way no. Say nipa no edwane. At the time in here now, you this person you pay this amount. Either you produce the person or you pay the amount. Sometimes they make normal charging nipa no with an offense of maybe stealing an item worth 10,000. They can make the bail bond like 50,000. Just to deter people from breaching the law. Until you sign the bail bond, you the surety will sign the bail bond indicating that I signed to swear that when they need the accused person at every point in time, I will produce him. If I can't produce him, I'll pay this amount. Some time back, what the police used to do was that they will arrest the surety if the accused person is not able to present himself. And then they will prosecute you as if you have also committed an offense. But what the law has done is that when you the surety, are not able to produce the accused person, the police has to do what you call a streeting bail bond. They have to file that application in court for the court to request from you the reason why you can't produce the accused person. If you have a very good reason, fine, the court will understand you. If you don't have any good reason, the court will then make an order that the police extort the bail bond from you. Pastor may can't technical words about it. The police will ask you to pay the amount. Even that you have to go through the civil process of execution. Because civil process of execution doesn't mean the police back to cells until cell which is scam. But then they'll have to go through your properties. Who will schedule a bank and our properties they can sell it using 5A and other execution process to recover the money. So those are the processes involved.
Interesting. I wanted you to throw more light on this, because of the importance of the tracking system now. Yes. Building and how it fits into all these issues here. So will be a jumpy bail. Now nipa standing in as surety case na bana police force yacho. Who tracks to know say assume in the case you as a result of this in yachino? Who tracks to know say assume you're within the rights the person is protesting say within the rights and who tracks to know say at the time I know was signing and as what thrown statement in the company Now there wasn't any third party there independently to verify say, of his own free will and what throw a statement. How does the tracking system work?
Sami made that a in fact, the full meaning integrated criminal justice case tracking system, in short form CTS. 2018, in the government of Ghana, this initiative came about. What they wanted to do is that make key justice institutions, make in the beginning Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Judicial Service, YOCO, Ghana Police Service, Ghana Prison Service. They have put them all together on a platform, technological platform, so that at every point in time they can intercommunicate and collaborate amongst themselves. It's a Nipano Yedoko police station for the first time. The arresting officer will have to input your data in the case tracking system. The person will put your basic information, the time of your arrest, and even the person arresting you. Or input to that data, and automatically your data goes to Ghana Legal Aid Commission. Automatically your data goes to the Judicial Service. Automatically call Attorney General. Into those times, Rebecca say, police Rebecca say, you have referred docket to Attorney General, 6 months response in mind. You want to avoid all those things.
Yeah.
Because at that instant, with basic information, the reason for your arrest goes automatically to all these key institutions in order to avoid delay, any breach of the personal rights of an individual. Into information they call these institutions, they call legal aid. Now, in case only lawyer at the point in time, legal aid, any notice only lawyer, so they can provide you with a lawyer at that particular point in time. Say offense you need the Attorney General's advisor. Automatically, the Attorney General know that you need advice, so we don't need to wait for the police to make a formal request. Automatically, they bring the advice. So, it means that as SEMA did normally 6 months, within the period of 24 hours, all these institutions know of their roles they have to perform in this station. In fact, for now, you are running the system through 7 out of 16 regions. We are having 1 or 2 challenges, especially with communication challenges, especially with IT, education, and also internet accessibility. Because we call police station be a evaluation of the system. We call now officer in charge. Or at that point, although you are provided with the laptop, you provided with the modem, provided with the internet access, but we can also at that point in time, if you are the officer and the arrested person by now you need internet, no officer need now we need to. Although you want dramatic change in the system, you are having challenges because of internet access. But there were times, as you are also promoting the system, you are educating the various officers or more police stations. I have started with the piloting system. Say they should respect the right of individuals because that's the reason why you put into place all these processes and the systems. It is any panel at the station up here, input the data into the system. The other institutions will know what is happening. And the other major importance of this case tracking system is we're having a problem where see there will be called police station. Sometimes even the arresting officer, we don't even know who the person is. Yeah. Person spend more than 48 hours at the police station. The relatives nobody even knows what's happening to him. Sometimes to Nipans, you call courts. Now your money bailer. You better not docket ira. You who be a docket and now. Prosecutor near transfer no different region. Judge near transfer. So I say one case maybe 3 months, no any panel error to prison custody because he when he processes. So this case tracking system is supposed to solve all these problems. It's a case needs to do quarter. The court clerk now or civil dockets will input all the data that is needed in the system. So at every point in time, the registrar of the court can go into the system and know how long a case has taken, what process and a stage a case no do, and then who is in charge of the case. It's in dockets here about courtroom biano. We know who is handling it and who signed for it and who signed that they should leave the person's place. Until there's no way a docket bet me at this point in time.
Interesting.
That's what you are trying to
yeah, because you say in my mind, I'm thinking that he should know the law.
Yes.
He just sent me a message say, hey, statement is not compulsory.
Oh, statement it's not compulsory. It's not compulsory. In fact, most of my clients, I'm call police station, I advise them not to take the statement. Because in 99% of the cases, they'll come and use the statement against you in court. Sometimes you are admitting something, but you don't know you are admitting. Because at every point in time, they can change the charge they are preferring against you. Then you are almost stealing the ball, and now, once someone is stealing, no more charge sheet, now this statement are stealing intimate support here, they can change it and make it dishonestly receiving. No, I admitted dishonestly receiving the charge sheet, then you're in trouble. So normally I advise my clients, the burden is on the police to prove your guilt. You don't need to help them in any way.
So if I get to the police station, I'm saying true statement, now I'm saying true, what happens?
That's your right. You tell them that's your basic human right, that you are not under any obligation to write your statement. Because you don't need to assist the police to prosecute you. What I say, they need to do their investigation. But then as citizens, we need to assist them to help with their investigation. For that one, you have to do that. If you hinder the police in investigating you, they'll come and use it in court against you. Especially when you're applying for bail. Normally, when you need them to say that, tell the court that they are not objecting to bail, they'll come and tell the court that you're not even assisting with the investigation. So when they leave you, you go and tamper with the investigation or tamper with their witnesses. But then you don't need to assist them to prosecute you. That is their 100% responsibility to prosecute you. You don't need to assist them in any way.
All right. Now, back to the tracking system. That would presuppose to say even the pilot system you are running on, these police stations or precincts that you are working with, they all have computers and, some interlinked data system. When we utilize 24/7 internet.
In fact, USAID, any other institutions came together to provide laptops, about 3 or 4 laptops to every station. You trainee special officers to handle these laptops and the internet access.
Okay.
And see, for Accra, most of the Accra stations there, they all have this access to laptops and other institutions. In fact, I said 7 out of 16 regions are now operating the pilot system.
Okay.
And for now, you provide them with laptops, modems, internet access, and everything, expecting that they also help us to ensure that by the close of the year, we run it through the whole country. So they're better in the long run, because police force on and you have a long letter, I call Attorney General for advice, 6 months name my. But at that instant, the Attorney General will know that this is what is happening, so the system will notify the AG that this was not.
Interesting. I feel another feeling at one is here. You did encomo efa one kasa oban boho, and it's the justice sector a support activity. USAID adaroma you did ebre omanfo. See you didn't come on say bia obi epe enchirichiri more. Efa encomo ya ye di ho. How does he or she make contact?
Me wo ya berima enko.
Okay.
How na me operating from? There are a lot of NGOs I sponsor program. If you get in touch with me, I can get in touch with any of the officers involved. You are me number so betuja. Na ope chichemubia, you can get me in touch. In fact, we have been doing this since the beginning of the year. We have been promoting this case tracking system, hoping that by the end of the year we can run it through the country, and then all that we pray for is a good internet access. That's the major hindrance. But sometimes you go to some of the stations and getting internet access is very, very difficult. But then this system, without the internet access, it won't work. So that's what we are hoping for, that the telecoms will also help us to run a system through the whole of the country. That's what we are trying to do.
Interesting. Now, the efforts are more put in. What kind of reception and support from the media, since women award the platforms? Yeah. What kind of support are you getting?
In fact, the media is helping a lot. In fact, many Bubu have gone to almost 16 media stations so far to help advocate for the right of individuals and this case tracking system. We need more support from the Ghana Police Service. In fact, we are putting in place measures to ensure that at least police officers will be free training institution member. The person will have a fair idea how to operate the case tracking system, so that it won't be just a specialized few training on the system. It's a Nippon arrest officer and a bus station on there. The person can know how to input the data. And so we are getting that collaboration from the Ghana Police Service, and then we want them to do more to help us, so that every officer who comes out of the station, comes out of the training institution, knows how to operate the case tracking system. And also the various institutions, especially Yoko and other institutions, we need more collaboration from them to make the system work.
Now, there are cases of people who are in prison.
Yes.
One more cases now. We'll be on a case in the campono. In New Year, we'll be on ma or woman, but it's just because we'll be annual and Oshimu. How does this system go to the aid of these individuals? wrongfully they've been imprisoned or in prisons now.
Okay, the objective is that with time you want anybody to just sit by their computer and then be able to know the status of every particular case. But then, as it stands now, the court registrars are in charge of it.
Okay.
And it's a relative and a friend who are custody. For a long time, that case need move here. You can just walk to the court premises, go and see the registrar. Just with the click of a button, the registrar will know where the case has reached and then what is hindering the progress of the case so that you can move the case forward. And the system is there. We want people to know that this is what they can do. Don't abandon your relatives at the stations and the police custody or the prison custody for long. Just go to the court registrars, request to know the status of the case. The registrar can just let you know everything that's happened in the case and then advise you on how to push the case forward.
The bit about legal aid.
Yes.
And lawyers will be a case I could do police station a prosecutor no any lawyer. And also someone saying mini lawyer na me catch a person is a mini lawyer. According to my tracking system now more useful. Is it the police officer that will inform any unit found say be more lawyers that they are willing to do pro bono cases, so that they will come to my aid and answer the
for now, Legal Aid Commission, they are already in the system. They are on the system. So what happens is that police officer need input data now. The officer will indicate whether or not the accused person has a lawyer or not. Or indicate automatically if the accused person is a lawyer, then the system will flag Legal Aid Commission. So at that point in time, say accused person demand for a lawyer, Legal Aid Commission should provide a lawyer for the person. In fact, it is not automatic that everybody should have a lawyer. The demand or request must come from the accused person. So I'll call police station hours, meeting me, come and say me here lawyer. Nobody will force you. But then if you request for it, the officer must input it in the system for Legal Aid Commission to know that this person needs a lawyer, so you have to provide for it. Let me also go to Legal Aid Commission, their role and their benefit as well. We have a system where the majority of people are uneducated and also have a low minimum wage. Until government, through the parliament, non-pass the Legal Aid Commission Act, and establish a commission with so many lawyers around the country. So in case you're a lawyer, now this can be to your lawyer, go to the commission and request for one. But then the other requirements involved. First, the person must be somebody who earns equal to or lower than the minimum wage. So when they to say any more than the minimum wage, we can't request for Legal Aid Commission services because we can pay for a lawyer. Yeah. But say any less than minimum wage, I think minimum wage a day is now 13 cedis, almost 14 cedis. So times the number of days in the month working hours. So if you check and then you come within the minimum wage level now, you can apply for Legal Aid Commission services. But even that one, you have to first pick a form. You fill the forms with the basic personal information. You fill your monthly income. If you are a self-employed person, how much you earn at the end of the month, you have to fill that information. You fill other basic information that the commission needs. The commission has a selection panel. I'll may evaluate all the requests that comes before them and then select whether a person falls within their mandate or not. In fact, any case beyond a Legal Aid Commission area, they handle all criminal cases. Yet landlord tenancy cases, insurance cases, so many matrimonial cases, divorce, matrimonial, child custody, maintenance issues. They handle all of those things. In fact, the limitation they have is land matters. Okay. Because of the propensity, land matters can take so many years to handle, and the money involved as well. But the mere facile land case doesn't mean that they can't handle. But that one, you have to go through a special procedure. You have to sit down with them. In case of any case now, you have to pay for their expenses. That's the caveat involved. But all other cases is for free. It's for free. So you have to know their rules and then let them work. That's it.
But Wilfred, you know I be.
See, 30 minutes now.
Yes. So some common da sanity. But I'm sure we're going to have a lot more engagement. And I even want us to have a conversation immediately after the show so that we can see. Say, and you may. You bet me share near the that one community as well.